Fasten your seatbelts. It's playoff time. The Bills and the Oilers ready to get it on in an AFC Wildcard game. And the road to the Super Bowl, Project Pasadena, starts here at Orchard Park, New York this afternoon. The Bills will have to travel the long way to get back to the Super Bowl this year. They will have to go on the road if they beat the Oilers this afternoon, and they will have to beat them without their #1 man, Jim Kelly. Frank Wright will start at quarterback. For the Houston Oilers, it will be their top gun in the run and shoot, Warren Moon. So, as I said, fasten your seatbelts. It's time to play football in Orchard Park.
The run and shoot never fired with more precision. Warren Moon completed 19 of 22 passes in leading the Oilers to touchdowns on all 4 of their first half possessions.
Moon looking, lofting it down near sideline. Jeffries at the 5. He's in. Touchdown. Haywood Jeffries, his second touchdown of the game.
You don't play a better first half of offensive football than the Oilers have just played. Tom, it just doesn't get any better.
They can't stop you.
Backups have played a large part in many great comebacks. But for quarterback Frank Reich, it appeared too much to overcome.
So at halftime, the Bills found themselves in this very locker room down by 25 points. And it was here that Coach Marv Levy stared down at his players and told them, whatever happens, you guys have to live with yourselves after today. This is when the Texan sings, turn out the lights, the party's over. But somehow the Bills didn't buy into the lyrics, despite what happened next.
Right from the shotgun, 4-man rush for the Oilers. Right throwing it to the right, through the hands of McKellar. It's picked up, McDowell, down the far sideline, 40, 30. He misses the man there, and he'll score for a touchdown. Bubba McDowell.
Well, you know, the lights are on here at Rich Stadium. They've been on since this morning. You can pretty much turn them out on the Bills right now.
Actually, the feeling that you had to have had was that your season was over, but let's go out like men, let's go out fighting. And when we scored a couple of times quickly, you say, well, maybe we got a glimmer of a chance. And then you score another one, you say, you know, we got more than a glimmer, and then it gains momentum for you.
Now they overshift, may give it to Carwell here. No, it's Davis running left, trying to get to the corner flag, and he is in for the touchdown. So the Bills have finally scored.
To get back in the game, the Bills needed every bounce of the ball to go their way.
And a little onside kickoff, and it didn't go far enough. Wait a minute, yes it did. Let's see who got the ball.
Yes, sir.
Bills may have the ball.
You better believe they do, and guess who does it? Christie.
Christie got his own onside kickoff, so maybe the Bills can turn it here.
The ball was back in Reich's hands, and 4 plays later, it was back in the end zone.
Man rush, drops back in the pocket, sails it long, all along. Beebe at the 10, at the 5, in for the touchdown.
Suddenly, Rich Stadium has awakened.
4:29 left in the third. Here is Wright, looking to throw, rolls out, throws. Down there is Reed at the 5, in for the touchdown. Andre Reed has scored. And now the Bills are back in this game.
As this game swung, like a tidal wave here at Rich Stadium.
And now the Bills trail by 11 points, 35-24.
By the third score, there's no question that there was an anxiety. I don't know if you want to define it as panic, but there was a sense of urgency to do something and a realization that if somebody didn't go out and make a play and turn this thing around, that the momentum that Buffalo had gained now had reached overwhelming proportions.
We can overcome, baby. We can overcome this.
A Buffalo interception set the Bills up again in Houston territory. But it was a critical 4th down gamble that helped Buffalo maintain momentum.
4th and 5 at the 18. There's the snap. He backs up. He looks. He throws. Reed, touchdown! The Bills are back in it now. Big time. It is pandemonium here at Rich Stadium. Pandemonium all over.
Houston's flawless first-half execution transgressed into second-half disintegration.
We didn't make a first down in the third quarter. That ball started bouncing their way, and that's just the way that game was. It makes you sick to be on the losing end of a deal like that.
Get down, get down.
We finally got it going the fourth quarter after going in 2 times and 3 plays and out, and drove it about 75 yards. But that's the one where we didn't put it in the end zone, and I think everybody's heart totally broke at that point when we snapped for the field goal effort and it went through the holder's hands and we didn't get it. To see it come up empty-handed, I know there was a sense of, hey, we're in trouble.
The Bills, meanwhile, could do no wrong. With stars like Cornelius Bennett, Jim Kelly, and Thurman Thomas on the sidelines, Frank Reich continued to pave the comeback trail patiently, one play at a time. And with just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the Houston Oilers watched their 32-point lead officially disappear.
The throw, he looks, he throws, touchdown! Andre Reed for the touchdown! The Bills have scored! They have scored to take the lead with 3:08 to play in the game. Andre Reed, 3 straight touchdowns, and the Bills are in the lead with 3:08 to play. It is bedlam, it is pandemonium, it is fandemonium, it is fantastic.
Listen to this crowd. Can we get a do you believe it, Van?
Do you believe it?
They don't want it, baby. They don't want it.
The Oilers salvaged some pride after Warren Moon's passing put them in position to force an overtime period. But sudden death simply delayed the inevitable for the shell-shocked Oilers.
Takes the snap, drops back, has time, looking around, throws, intercepted by the Bills. It is picked off by Odoms.
Nate Odom's interception had the Bills poised for victory and realizing what they were about to accomplish.
Great comeback in playoff history. It's ours! It's ours! Now you talking about character. This is one. This is a team, damn it.
One mere formality remained before the Bills could make history.
Bills can win it here. Wright puts it down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. And the Bills have won it. The Bills have won it. The Bills have won it. They win it 41-38. Incredible. What a comeback by the Bills.
Look at the fans pouring onto the field and the mob scene of Steve Christie.
There were so many thoughts that went through your mind during the game as you're coming back, like, you know, geez, is this meant to be that we're going to come back and win, or is it just not? And so when the field goal went through, I was just overcome by emotion. I was just, you know, I guess I was just so thankful for the opportunity to participate in a game like that.
To be part of it, you know that you're making history at the very time you're making it. Sometimes you do something which has a historic impact, but you don't realize it at the time. In this instance, we did. It was an emotion after the game that I don't think I had ever experienced over a 40-year coaching career.
In overcoming a 32-point deficit, Frank Reich and the Miracle Bills took their place in football lore as architects of a game for the ages.